Okay, so how to get into state to talk to people and how to get in state for life. Because often when we're struggling with motivation and going to the gym and socializing and taking action and being more, being more fearless, being more hardworking, being more disciplined, all these different areas, all these ingredients that a person needs to have a better life, be more successful, to grow, to achieve goals, to change negative habits into positive ones. For me, it all comes back to really the same thing. To begin with, you have to have a goal. You have to have some type of goal, some type of vision in your mind as to where you want to get to in your life. So it's always about getting from A to B. Point A is always where we're at and where we're not happy in our life. And it's not always that you're not happy in every area of your life, but there might be one or two areas, especially where you're really not happy in your life. So let's start off, for example, with personal relationships, social relationships, dating, friends, people in general. Obviously now, because we've all been through the COVID and the lockdown, all of us, most of us have had a long time out of state, out of practice, not socializing as much as we usually would when things were normal, with our friends, with our family, with our loved one, in our dating life, at the gym, all the normal different environments. So when you've been away from something for a long time, that you've been doing all the time, you do get out of state. And getting out of state can also mean you lose confidence, you lose passion, you lose motivation, you lose the skill. You don't completely forget how to speak to people, but you do get rusty. When someone's not in state and they haven't been socializing for a long time, when they come into a social situation, they're more in their head. They're not as confident with what they're saying. They might second guess themselves. They might not be as relaxed around people. So how do you get back to that? Like I said, you need a goal. Because if you don't have a goal, you'll have no motivation. You'll have no reason to get off your backside, get out of your bed, shower, go out of your house, go out into the world and say hello to someone and talk to people. You won't want to do that. You'll have no excitement. So when I say set a goal, I'm not talking from the ordinary sense where it's boring, you don't really want to do it, you're going against your heart. No, I'm not on about that. I'm actually talking about enjoying the process. And I know for a lot of people, they might say, well, I'm not happy or I don't know what to do. But if you really sit down and think about your life and think about what makes you happy or when you were happy, you will find something. Everybody's got something that would make them happy. So the first part of getting into state is obviously the intelligence and the self-honesty to recognize that you're out of state, that you're not happy, that you've become rusty, you've lost confidence, you've lost your way, you're out of practice. So it's not about judging yourself. It's not about, because certain events like the pandemic, for most part, it wasn't our fault. Things happen in life, challenges, all kinds of things happen. Relationship breakdowns, mental health challenges, financial challenges, we lose jobs. Sometimes we move apartments, we lose friendships, things happen, it's life. So the goal is the fuel that you need, the goal is the direction of where you want to get to. So your goal could just be to say to yourself, I just want to be social again. I just want to get back to, talking a lot, to having close relationships, having conversations and not being on my own all the time. That's a wonderful goal. Another term or word for that goal, it might not suit everyone, could be, I want to get over my social anxiety. So now you know where you want to get to. And let's also figure out the reason. Sometimes people need a reason. They might say, okay, my goal is to get over this fear of socializing or overcome this rust that I got from COVID-19 and the lockdown. But maybe you'll say, why do you want to do it? And then you really think about that and you say, because I'm happier when I'm more social. I'm happier when I'm, more friendships in my life. I feel like I'm adding more value to other people. I just feel like life is more enjoyable. So now you've got the why, now you've got the reason, you've got all the right tools, you've got the right mindset. This will get you into state a bit more. Now, here comes the action part, obviously. If you don't take action, then you're not going to get into state. But where most people go wrong is, you could say ego gets involved in here and people get in their own way. People don't want to start again and they don't want to work their way back up. They just want to get from A to B straight away. And in most cases, that's not going to work for you. Why is it not going to work? It's too impatient. It's not very practical. psychologically it puts too much stress and strain on you, and then it makes you not enjoy the very thing that you would enjoy if you approached it in the right way. Okay, so here's the action part with getting into state. So let me give you some examples of things that I've done that you can do, or you can at least understand the principle behind how to do it, why you're doing it, and then you can get the results that you want. So if you're socially really rusty, just practice the next time when you go into a shop or you go on the underground, or you know, from day to day. Just ask someone how they're doing. Just have a really short conversation with them, just a little bit of small talk, and be genuine. And you may think that that's not really going to do anything, but yeah, it's not going to change your life straight away, but it's going to get you into the habit of talking to people again. So long term, it is going to do something. So do that. That's a really little small movement, just to get the muscles working again, the social muscles, the mind, body, soul, all the rest of it. And once you do that, go a little bit further with the next one. Maybe go and do a gym session. Even if you've been out the gym for a long time and you're really out of state with the gym and lifting, and you just feel like your body hasn't got that pump, or you haven't worked out in the gym, boxing, MMA, running, go and do a really light workout. Go and do a 25 to 30 minute workout where there's a little bit of intensity, but it's not too overwhelming. And when you do that, you'll feel a little bit better. You'll get some feedback from your own emotions, and you'll go, do you know what, that felt kind of good. That's made me want to go again. And this is the real peak part of getting into state. Once you get that little bit of a feeling, you go, oh, there's light at the end of the tunnel here. I kind of like this feeling. I want this feeling more. You're going to be more motivated to go further. And then you just continue. Then maybe for the next one, you can say, let me go on a first date. Let me go and recontact my family. Let me go and meet a friend and spend half of the day with them. So this is how you do it. It's pretty simple, really. The hard part is the mind, is the mind over matter, and the emotions and the motivation. So state is built through setting the right goals, programming your mind the right way, understanding the consequences of not taking action, which is going to be more depression, more being out of state and rust, and all of the consequences that come with that, and knowing the benefits will motivate you: happiness, feeling good, growing, relationships, getting over the problem in the first place. That's how you do it. It's all about mind. If your mind's really on it, and your heart's in the right place for it, and you take the action. And now once you've taken the small action steps, and that's easy, you take a bigger one, you take an even bigger one, and before you know it, you're all the way back to where you once were. What I call it, back to winning ways again. And then you can go even further. So let me give you an example of what I mean by that. Before COVID-19 lockdown, maybe you were very confident with people because you were socializing all the time. You got to a certain level of confidence, of social skills, of communication skills. But now you've gone back to being rusty, and you put the work in, you've got in state, and you've got back to where you were. You might even go even further. You might even be in a better place now. You might say, actually, I'm even better now socially, and talking with people, and motivating myself to go gym and take action on my goals than I was before. So every challenge and setback that we go through in life, it can be a positive, it can be a motivation, in the sense that it can make us go further than we've ever gone, or than we ever intended of going because of the setback, or we can enable it to disable us and keep us stuck in our comfort zone, which obviously we don't want to be. So that's how I've done it, guys. That's what's working for me at the moment with my weight loss, my dieting, my training, my socializing. And let me give a last example. Some of you might be out of state doing YouTube videos. That's another part of it. So what I do is I set a couple of days aside, I set the camera up, and I start off by doing maybe a 2-minute video. I'll do a 5 one, then I'll do a 20-minute one, and I might get around like a whole battery's worth of footage. I might do 10 different videos, and each video I'm doing, I might be rusty at the start, and some will come out, I don't like them, I don't like how I've come across, and then I'll start getting better. And I've actually done that today, so I just wanted to bring that to life. I've got myself to a certain state, so my enthusiasm in this video is, I think it's excellent, it's 10 out of 10, where the other videos before this, they wasn't as good, I wasn't as enthusiastic, because I hadn't built that state up. So building state is not just, oh, today I got into state, I talked to 10 strangers and made their day. That's great, but it's a continuation. There's no point in being motivated for one day. It's not going to get you nowhere in life. You've got to be motivated long term, but obviously that doesn't mean you're not going to be motivated every minute of every day. That wouldn't be natural. but you want to be motivated long term so you can achieve a goal. So motivation, goal setting, self-discipline, intelligent action taking little bits of action until the confidence comes and the intelligence and the enthusiasm, and then you take bigger leaps of faith, bigger bits of action, and then you'll be where you want. You'll go from A to B in any area of life. Like I said, guys, don't be closed-minded, be open-minded, not just with state to talk to people and relationship build, but in life in general, all different areas: fitness, training, mind, diet, action taking, sports, dating, relationships, and probably even more things than that, right? So feedback in the box below. I know a lot of you like the videos, the old ones I used to do on state, and this topic. It's the topic, probably one of the most highest topics on all the videos that I do that people love, you know, including social anxiety and getting in state. It's an important one. So let me know in the box below if this video really helped you today in any way. Let me know if any previous videos helped you, and if you've got any other questions, box below and I can elaborate more, because I love this topic, because it's something that I also struggle with at times, and at the moment I'm succeeding with it, all right? And I hope to help many other people succeed with this as well, all right? Become fearless.